Well, some big-name conservatives are now blasting Newt Gingrich for attacking Governor Romney on the Bain issue. South Carolina Republican Senator and a Tea Party favorite Jim DeMint, radio talk show host Rush Limbaugh, and former New York City Mayor Rudy Giuliani are all calling the attacks on Mitt Romney either dumb or anti-Wall Street. The Bain Capitol attacks are nearly identical to criticism once leveled at Romney by Ted Kennedy. That was back in '94. And President Obama's campaign is using a similar tactic. Joining us now is GOP strategist Greg Mueller. He's a former communications director for Pat Buchanan and his runs in '92 and '96, and former senior advisor for the Forbes campaign as well in 2000. Also here, Democratic strategist John Rowley. John has worked on more than 400 political campaigns for Democrats in 46 different states. John, what do you make of this "I'm going to beat the heck out of you and keep it personal" thing?
Look, Shepard, for years, South Carolina has been the Fertile Crescent for strange Republican attacks and dirty tricks. And what we're seeing today, it's really Wonderland down there, where you have Romney they're taking on Romney on economic issues, but they're using the messaging of economic populism, almost of the Occupy Wall Street movement. And so who would have thought that the Republican candidates would co-opt the Occupy Wall Street message in a primary? And I'm confident that the Ayn Rand wing of the Republican Party is not happy today.
No, it's not. Greg Mueller, your thoughts on all this? It's surprising to see Republicans doing this to each other, frankly.
Yeah, it's sort of a demonstration in political jujitsu, Shep. It doesn't make sense. The strategy for Newt Gingrich and Governor Perry is to emerge as the conservative challenger to Mitt Romney, coming out of South Carolina and into Florida. And it's kind of hard to do that when you're creating ire or drawing ire from Rush Limbaugh, who has a microphone, huge microphone, to grassroots conservatives, many in South Carolina, or Sean Hannity, or some of the people that you mentioned just before. And the idea to emerge when you're actually drawing fire from that constituency is not going to work. You're undermining and undercutting your very strategy. I will say this, though, Shep. I think the Obama campaign maybe was going like this at first. Maybe not so much now, because the steam is coming out of the engine. This whole Bain Capital issue is becoming an economic growth story in January, when they probably wanted to use it in September and October. But at the end of the day, I don't think it's helpful, because we'll probably see starring in ads Governor Perry and Newt Gingrich, and that won't be helpful at the end of the day. But I do think the issue is going to be exercised, exhausted, and investigated as it is now, and I don't really know if it's going to be going any further than it is.
John, that is one way to look at it. It's as if they took a bullet out of the Democrats' chamber and fired it themselves, but did not kill the suspect. Instead, he's left to live another day, and your bullet's gone.
Well, I would categorize it differently. If this is a day in Wonderland, then I would think the Obama team is smiling like a Cheshire cat, because we have millions of dollars carrying on the message that the Barack Obama campaign started putting out weeks and months ago on Romney. And so I think the Republicans are carrying some of the message for the Democratic candidate, and I think any campaign would like to see that happen in a primary. And it's very strange that I think the Republicans are going to fake 99%, at least all of them except Romney, and then go 1% in the general. And I guess that adds up to 100%. But it is a day of strange, crazy political irony.
Greg, 15 seconds.
Yeah, well, like I said, at the end of the day, Shep, I think this issue would have been better for Obama later in the campaign. And I really can't see, I relish the day when Barack Obama is going to lecture Mitt Romney on jobs. This is a president who never created private sector jobs before he was president, and he hasn't created any private sector jobs since he's been president.
John and Greg, thank you both. Wish we had more time. Nice to see you. Thanks.